Dan. How you doing?
Exhausted, but
Know the
still
feeling.
with us.
Yes. We just keep on keeping on. Yep.
So, since the last bonus episode, I have been to see Ashes and Seeds, a commemorative performance at Madhouse Helsinki.
So tell all about it.
It was the memorial piece to the disappearance of the 43 Mexican students 11 years ago, which we covered in the previous bonus episode. So if people want to find out more about the background, that is available there. It was by Diana Soria Hernandez. Well, first of all, the theatre itself is one of those that's in a multi-office building. So it's on the top floor of this office building.
Cool.
But it is certainly easier to get into than the Pimbrick Players Place.
Yeah.
It started a little bit late. It was almost full, I would say. And you go in, you sit down. There were 2 rows of seats facing the long wall of a black box. And interspersed with her art pieces and interactive art pieces, there are videos of Mexicans in Finland and a Finn who's got a close connection to Mexico, telling the story of what happened, not necessarily in the correct order, but you sort of get a bit more information added each time the video comes on. What happened with this is it was done over several breaks. So there was that, then a video, then that, then a video.
Okay. Yep.
So her daughter was heavily involved in her performance, who must be about 5 or 6.
Stop them,
and it started with her and her daughter walking across taking their shoes and socks off and walking and putting their hands all over that long strip that we just saw.
Yep.
And then there's a video. Then she asked the audience to contribute towards it. Some people did take off their shoes and socks. Some people just used their hands, etc. And then that sat there for a while she did a couple of other pieces. One of them I didn't understand at all, I have to be honest. But I'm going to focus on this main piece, otherwise this will go on forever.
Sure.
The next time she did it, she walked across it dropping pieces of coal on it.
All right.
And then she took a huge stone and dropped the stone on each individual piece of coal.
Oh, wow.
And then she lifted up the ends of the paper, and that's where the black pattern comes on the paper, is where she moved the coal so that it made a visual art piece. I have to be honest, this is not something I've been to before, so I was a little worried that after 10 minutes I was going to be bored. But it was fascinating. It was a really interesting piece. There was a large screen at the right end of the hall as well, which had lots of photographs cycling through of people in Mexico protesting and everything about the disappearance of these students. It was shorter than I was expecting it to be, but I didn't look at my watch once, and that's a good sign.
That is a good sign. Was it a one-off or are there repeat performances?
I went to the second of 2 performances.
Okay.
However, as Diana stated in the interview I did with her, she'd be open to doing this again, but obviously there's costs involved in these kind of things, so it would have to be sort of a by invitation thing.
Sure.
And also, I have been to Hakasalmen Huvila and their new exhibition.
Oh, okay. I went past there the other day and I thought, okay, it's been maybe 4 years since I was there, so I should get there. So how is the new exhibition?
The new exhibition is called Stefan Bremer Helsinki by Night. Now, Stefan Bremer is a pretty renowned Finnish photographer. He's done a lot of, people would probably recognise a lot of his work, but not know who he is necessarily. In the 80s, he did a lot of album covers, and the style he did them was he took black and white pictures and then he colorised them.
Nice.
So he did albums by bands like Hakasalmen and, the biggest bands at the time.
Yep.
Who he was also photographing out and about in Helsinki. So the exhibition focuses on his work from the late 70s to the mid 80s, when Finland had a sort of, there was a teddy boy image going on, there was punk going on, there was, there was this weird sort of 50s versus 70s clash going on in society in Finland. But there's everything from photographs from gigs right through to people posing drunk at the end of the night in the city. Yeah. And there's a few sort of scenery shots around Helsinki. But one statement that really stuck in my mind that was on the wall in one of the rooms was, there's no point in going out unless it's cloudy. Otherwise, there's no atmosphere to the pictures.
Wow. Okay.
There has to be some weather going on, basically. It can't just be a clear night.
That's a quite, interesting point.
So yeah, that's on there at the moment. It's open on Tuesdays to Sundays every day, pretty much.
Yep,
And I think that finishes in March or April because they run for quite a long time.
they do. Their exhibitions are always at least 6 months.
And tickets are €16, €11, and museum card.
Yes, the museum card. Do you get a sticker?
No, you don't in there. It's not big enough for that. However, the queue was almost out the door when we arrived.
Okay.
And my wife had to stand in the queue because she doesn't have a museum card, but I went straight through.
Oh, no. All right.
But yeah, that's what I've been up to, and a bit of drinking because it was my birthday before.
Okay, happy birthday.
It's been and gone.
Happy belated birthday then.
So how about you, Heather? What have you been up to?
All right. So in no particular order, my flu vaccine has been delivered. No side effects. The nurse asked me nicely to sit for 15 minutes afterwards to make sure there were no nasty side effects. But
Make sure you didn't die, basically.
yeah, I waited 10 minutes and like, no, now I have to get to work. So yes. Luckily, nothing happened in the last 5 minutes. We have put winter tyres on the car, which last year, I changed my tyres because I was actually a little bit late and we were already in cold, freezing weather and it felt a little bit dangerous sometimes driving. So this year I thought I'm going to be on time. I'm going to do it properly. And of course the weather it's too warm. It's 11 degrees today. So winter tyres, I do recommend that you change them because usually what happens, the snow and the cold snap arrives really quickly. But we have the chaos on the roads. Okay, so there's been something weird going on lately, and I don't know if it's relevant to us or not, but gas bottles seem to be exploding at remarkable regularity. Have you seen in the news about...
Have there been more?
Yeah, there was at least one in Helsinki, and then there was 2 people actually died in the most recent one, a little bit further north. So I don't know, if you're handling gas bottles, please be careful. That's my community service announcement. And then Monday just gone. Where were you at midday?
I was doing an interview for my podcast.
Okay. Did you hear
other podcast?
The other podcast. Did you hear the siren?
I hear them every month.
Okay. If you are new to Helsinki or new to Finland, on the first Monday of every month at 12 noon, the emergency siren sounds for, I don't know, what is it, a minute, 30 seconds?
It's one cycle, so it's only about 15 to 20 seconds.
Yeah. So it depends where you are, whether you hear it or not. Here in the bottom end of Hakasalmen, I don't usually hear it, but I was in the middle of Hakasalmen and I heard it very loud and clear. I was actually going to try and find out when they first started doing this.
When I first moved to Finland, I remember it every lunchtime when I was studying at Hakasalmen.
I'm gonna dig into this one and find out some more information. And for our next bonus episode, I will expand on this subject. And then the last thing that I want to share is the first Sunday of every month, there is a farmers market in Hakaniemi. And so when we get to doing our Hakaniemi episode, I'm thinking that maybe we should try to do it on a Sunday and check out the market. Or we could do the market as a bonus episode. So stay tuned, listeners. We will have a market visit coming up for you.
Probably several if we do the summer properly next year.
True. And that's it for me.
We are filming this approximately a week before it goes out. What flag day is it, Heather?
Svenska dagen. It is Swedish Day. Okay, so 6th of November, Adolf Gustav, I think his name was, but one of the Swedish kings died on this day. So this is the day. Did some quick Googling about this because Fatsa Cafe actually have a cake in his honor at the moment, or a small cake. He was quite young, but he was also based in Finland for some time.
Do you think that is how Finns measure their success? If they have a cake, then they've had a good life, they've been successful. When I die, if somebody makes a cake in my name, I'll know I've succeeded in life.
Well, here's the thing. Alexis Kivi doesn't have a cake, but, I mean, he should. He was the first proper Finnish author. The first Finnish author to actually get his words on paper and out to the rest of the world. 10th of October is Alexis Kivi Day, and he does not have a cake. They tried to make a cake. I sampled one a couple of years ago. It has bilberry and cardamom. It's really yummy. So one of the presidents, Ellen, the president's wife, she has a cake named after her. But because he was president, it was the cake that was served to the guests arriving to the President Castle.
The next episode is going to be out in Landburg.
Yes. In the
You've got the
country.
easy side. There is absolutely nothing on the side that I'm doing. Today I'm going to do a Google satellite view and I'm going to have a look around the area to see if I can find anything there.
There must be something. I mean, even if it's just walking through the dog forest with the dog, we can find stuff to talk about.
But my side's not the dog forest side. You snatched that up so quickly that I was like, okay, I've got the much bigger area, but it's a much bigger area of nothing.
Okay, there must be something. There must be some businesses there, farms.
You know what? Every other area in
Yes.
Helsinki has a page dedicated to it with about 10 to 30 minutes worth of information about it.
Okay.
This says it's on the outskirts of Helsinki. Everybody should tune in next week to find out just how much or how little I've actually managed to find out about this area of Helsinki.
This particular area, yes.
Anyway, that's enough for our bonus episode for today. As I say, we will be back next week with the wonders of Landbo.
We will indeed, yes. All right,
Thanks,
take care.
Heather.
Thanks, Dan.